Good morning, traders. Welcome to Beyond Profile. Today is Wednesday, March 9th, 2011. I want to start out by looking at the oil market this morning as we're in a possible stage 3 up here, developing at these new highs, consolidation. You can see there's a lot of volume starting to build here at this 05 level. And after retesting the prior value area high at 97 level, it's been straight up. Yesterday we had a pullback, and we're starting to build some structure up in this area in the crude market. So looking at the crude, we do have our stopping area up here, and we're starting to see some development. Now, we don't have a lot of reference points up here because everything goes back from a while ago. So what we have is our immediate term areas here that we need to focus in on. One of the easiest ways to do that is to step down into a smaller time frame, which we can look at and see what's going on to see how that development process is actually starting to build out here. Drop down to our smaller time frame, our 30-minute, we can see over the last few trading sessions what we actually have going on. So far for the week, we can see we're contracting here. We could actually draw some lines against these lows. Some of you would recognize this as some sort of a wedge formation. It's a contractional phase. There's a consolidation of this area here where we're getting tighter value areas and lower highs, lower lows. Sellers think they're right. The buyers think they're right. Some people think that the market wants to go higher. Some think the market wants to go further down here. And it's a contractional phase, and that means that we will get a continuation of either upside or we'll break and move back to the downside. The longer that we get more of this consolidation at these highs, the more information that we get. That allows us to execute on trades. Right now, I'd have to be betting on the long side still. Even the pullback yesterday, we came back. Let me see, not clearly, almost to the prior pivot highs here. So the prior value area that we had acceptance on the oil market from the 100 to 103 level right there, that box, we came close to it yesterday. We were at 103.30 area. So this is a market that looks like it wants to still go higher. We've not come back anywhere even into the hundreds here over the last few sessions to come back and retest that area. It's been up and out, and we've been holding that. And then with this contractional phase that I'm looking at this morning, looking like it wants to rock and roll out of this area and push higher here. So the oil market, I would look for continuation higher here. There's no reason to think otherwise until it starts to break below some of these last little areas of significance that we have from like 0.3 quarter, 0.350s, when that would maybe start pushing back to the downside. The equity markets, let's look at the ES here real quick. The daily on the S&P in a big old contractional phase here. We're making lower highs, higher lows now. Yesterday's trading action, we sold off towards the end of the day. They didn't even wait for us to get back to these 28s to 30 area to sell into that trend line. Notice that the bars are actually starting to size down here a little bit. This is really going to just lead to a breakout, if you will, of this consolidation phase. Balance always leads to imbalanced state, and this area of 16s to 18s on the monthly high volume areas there for the month of February have really been playing in this. You can see how many times we've crossed back and forth through those levels. Even in the overnight session last night, we came down to 1750s, which is still in the block area, if you will, of that area of high volume. And if you really look at this, it's almost the apex of this wedge formation is really that 18 number, 17 to 18 number. You can see where it comes right into play there. So this will produce a big move out of here, and it'll either be with the stops taken out from the sellers on the top side here, or the long stops down at the lows. Because there's longs at the lows, there's sellers at the high. They both think they're right here. And when we rip through one side of it or the other, we'll either get more buying pressure to the top side to take out stops on the sellers, or when seller stops get hit, we'll have more selling pressure and we'll get a good vertical move either way out of this. But really starting to tighten up. It'll be interesting to see what we get today in the market and how wide the range is. We're opening right now inside of yesterday's value area. So there's no earth-shattering news, if you will. And I think until we start breaking back below the 16 level, we have to still look for this range to continue to play back and forth. All right. So that's the market. Keep your powder dry, and this will lead to, like I said, a big move out of here sooner or later. All right, folks. Have a good trading day. We'll see you in the room.